caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the
there. So, I guess you noticed, in my last video, yes, you are right, I am medicated.
No, you medicated? I don't believe it. Good morning, my loveys. I hope you enjoy this video as much as I do. Have a good one.
I am on muscle relaxants called cyclobenzaprine, and it has a effect on me where my face is like literally melting looking.
Shanny, your face always looks like it's melting. So, okay.
I feel like I'm melting too on it. It's really trippy. But my back isn't as stiff. I'm not in much pain where I'm writhing. So, like, I want to ask my audience to... Is anyone hearing this? Yes, it is. I just want to ask my audience to forgive me for my face melting.
So Flexerol is it's for muscle spasms. It doesn't say anything about fibro or any of that. So funny that you're prescribed it, isn't it? And you're melting and you don't have any back spasms. I thought you had all these other ailments that a muscle relaxant would not help. But keep lying. Keep showing us how out of your mind high you are on... How many Flexerols did you take, Shannon? 50?
I take that stuff 3 times a day. And really, it affects my memory really stinking bad.
That's because you're taking double the amount you're prescribed. That's why your memory is affected, because you're taking too much of your medication, Shannon.
But at least I'm not writhing in pain. So
Shannon, I have a whole bunch of comments in my on my last video that I haven't gotten to yet of people who have actual health issues. You're not writhing in pain. If you were writhing in pain, they would have given you something much stronger, not a light muscle relaxant, which just cures muscle spasms. So you weren't writhing in pain. But there are people who are truly writhing in pain, and they're getting up and going to work every day. It's just what people do with life, but not you. You're not writhing anymore. Who cares? And if I didn't respond to your comment yet, I apologize. I will get to it as soon as possible.
So you're just gonna have to get over that. It is what it is. I think it might be the mixture between the gabapentin and the cyclobenzaprine. It may be that. But I know my face melts. I feel like I'm gonna melt a lot of the time. Side effects of medication.
Wrong. Abuse of medication. No doctor should have ever given you anything, but this is abuse of medication, not a side effect. You're not melting because it's a side effect.
It happens. I'm going to the doctor. I am taking care of myself and loving myself.
You went to the doctor for pills, and you went to the doctor to try to get disability. Let's stop pretend like you're taking care of yourself, because if you were, you'd be on a diet and you'd be exercising. Period. And any doctor that you would see would have told you the exact same thing.
And I am going to continue to love myself. And one of the things I do to love myself is I try to take my body and not be in pain with it, because I'm chronic pain patient.
Oh, you're a chronic pain patient? Is that why you got denied for disability? Is that why they told you had nothing wrong with you and the osteoarthritis wasn't going to get you disability? You're not a chronic pain patient. You're a lazy cow.
I have fibromyalgia.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you would have applied for that for disability. But that wasn't even on the paperwork. You don't have fibromyalgia. Sorry.
And osteoarthritis. I'm in tremendous pain. And I need to be on this stuff because
you love pills. That's why you need to be on this stuff, because you love being high.
I don't want to be in pain. But I will tell you, I do kind of hallucinate in a way. It's just part of the I don't know what this stuff is made from, to tell you the truth. I didn't do my research. I was just like, okay, if it helps.
Give me anything, doctor, if it helps. I know I'm not getting any Vicodin or any opiates, so just give me whatever you can so I can melt in my bed.
But that's not what this is all about, man. I just, like, want to tell people it's gonna be okay, and to be angry all the time and feel bitter toward people is not the way, man. It is not the way.
Yikes, Shannon. Yikes. This is embarrassing. This is actually embarrassing. Like, this is ridiculous.
I've come to realize that hatred is an ignorant and pointless and really not a good emotion. It always gets you into trouble. You can never think straight when you're angry. Like, if you choose, if it's your choice to be happy, isn't it your choice to be angry too? Think about it. It's your choice to be angry. You don't have to be angry. Because, see, when you're angry, you can think right, think clearer, you know, be so.
When you're angry, you can think straighter. Come on, Shannon. You didn't come live like this. Really? This is this is a mess.
Reminded, instead of like being in this hate-filled, I'm gonna stay ignorant type of way. I'm just not into that type of thinking. I'm not going to be. I choose to be happy. I choose not to hold grudges. I choose to forgive people and to understand them and to have compassion for them. I choose to live my life like that.
I'm so happy that you can wake up and choose happiness, but in reality, you are squatting in Jason's uncle's house. You have lost your children, you have no income, and you're on a bunch of pills. So, choose happiness all you want, but your life is a disaster.
And I shouldn't be shamed for wanting to live my life like that. Being angry is such a waste. It's such a waste. Like, there's no need to be angry about stuff. You know, if your life didn't turn out the way what you thought it would, big deal. You're still alive. You're still experiencing life.
Aren't you the same woman who says that you're just waiting for Jesus to come and take you and you don't want to be on this earth anymore and blah, 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 blah? Isn't that you? Yeah.
You could experience in your life being like, but that just makes you angry. What if you experience in your life happy and just embrace whatever circumstance and whatever thing you have in life? Just embrace it, you know, stay in the now. Stay in the now and realize that your life is precious and you're okay. Like right now, you're okay. You don't have to be angry or feel all those negative, toxic thoughts that are really, to tell you the truth, really bad for your body. To be stressed out and angry is really bad for your physical health, okay? One of the biggest killers is stress. Anger causes stress on your body. And you have this hormone called cortisol, and it's this spiral like hormone, and it zips right through your blood vessels, and it cuts your blood vessels up. That's not good for your body. So be happy and you'll be repaired. It's kind of like, have you ever seen that Japanese experiment where he was looking at ice particles, right? And he put like positive words on this water, and then he put negative words on that one, and it turned out when it was like making like the crystallized ice, the ones that were having happy thoughts to them were these just beautiful crystal snowflake structures, while the ones with the negative type thoughts and like feelings toward it, it was jagged. There wasn't any like rhyme or reason to the crystal, the water crystal. And
I want you all to go get 2 cups of water, talk nice to 1 cup of the water, bad to the other one, and then freeze it. Tell me what happens.
You know, that if you're living your life, imagine what that does to a person. You know, we are 70% water. Okay, we have a lot of
That would be 60% of our body, not 70.
water in our body. So if we are given the intention of negative energy into our bodies, imagine what that does to our bodies. But what if you started absorbing yourself, your media, in positive things that don't get you stressed or angry or anything like that, and you start just giving positivity to yourself, for yourself. It's really good for your body, your mind.
You know what's really good for your body? Being in shape, being healthy, eating healthy, going out and exercising, doing things. You talk about all this nonsense about, oh, it's so bad for our bodies. What do you think, what shape do you think your insides are like? What are you talking about? Take care of our bodies. Look at you. Suck on that freaking Wendy's straw. You take care of yourself. You take care of your body. Give me a break. You're high and rambling. The end.
It's wonderful.
Oh, good old Shannon. Never without a cup of soda from Wendy's this time. I guess someone hit your dono app. But why buy actual food when you could just go waste it all on 2 meals from Wendy's? Because that makes sense, right?
It's wonderful. So I just want to encourage people to just start focusing on the positive. The negative, it'll make things worse for you. It really will. But you think in the positive, and it's doors open up. You know what I mean? And you start just re-looking at your life on what it's been, and you try to turn it into a positive. And that's just mainly what I try to do with my life, is just turn what could be a negative experience and make lemonade.
Oh yes, that's you, making lemons into lemonade, as if we don't hear you complaining and wail crying all the time. Go make lemonade out of your wail cries and your nonsense.
With it, you know. I'm just gonna enjoy, it doesn't matter what I'm going through, I'm just gonna enjoy every little piece of my life, because you're not promised tomorrow, you know. Things could happen to you.
Yeah, you're right. Things can happen to you, especially when you're morbidly obese, eat like shit, and don't move for over 48 hours at a time, okay?
So why would I want to spend the last moments being miserable? I could be happy. I'd rather die happy, wouldn't you? But I'm just... I just want people to get better and to heal. And if you're angry and you're pointing fingers at people and you're just hating on a mother trucker, I caught myself there. I'm really trying really hard to work on my language.
Maybe that would have been a good idea when you had 2 children living in your house that could hear all the horrific things that come out of your mouths, you and Jason, for all those years. And now you want to start checking your language? Okay.
I don't want to be too controversial and too wanton with what I say. I don't want to be like that. I can be better than that. And I think everyone can do better than what they normally are used to. You can do better, I can do better, and we can really embrace and love each other the way we need to. Because, you know, things are going down in this world, okay? Things are going down, okay? Just think about what's happened in the world. We're no longer in global warming. We're in global boiling. That's what the scientists are saying. Boiling. Florida's water 101. It's like a freaking hot tub. Why would you, like, you're trying to cool off and you're in a water that hot? No. And it's killing the coral. It's awful. It's awful. And really, I think what's going on, because I've been doing my research, there's a part in our magnetosphere of the Earth, right? And there's this point that's like in like the southern state area, like right above the equator, where it's the magnetic sphere is like kind of like bent like that. It's like bent in that part of the Earth for some reason, and it's very low. It's gone down, the magnetic sphere has gone down, I think 6-8%. And I think what's going on is the solar flares, because the sun right now is just at its high peak. So the solar flares are coming in. They said we wouldn't feel it in a couple years, but I think Florida and the waters in that area are starting to feel the bending of the magnetosphere. It would make more sense what's going on in that area, but yeah, we're going through global boiling.
I'm sorry I fell asleep during that little rendition of what global boiling is. Here's what it actually is. I don't know what she's talking about. So whatever research Shanny did, I don't think she recalls the details of it, because it doesn't sound like this at all. To me, maybe I'm wrong. Please, please, please correct me if I'm wrong.
We don't have much time left in this world. I'm just letting you know. Oxygen levels have been going down too. We need to make more trees and let the plants be abundant. We need to stop driving in cars. I know you hate that, but we really need to take the carbon footprint off the Earth. I don't even know if we'll have a chance.
So I should expect to see you walking everywhere from now on, not driving, not being in a car. And why don't you go outside and plant some trees, since our oxygen is so low? Would you just watch the fucking Lorax?
Even then, there's that. I mean...
Yes, Shanny, trees produce oxygen. Therefore, we need as many as we can for oxygen. You're correct.
It's just a lot going on. And then you got the whole Trumpian thing that's going on. And it's just getting really weird, that case. And then there's UFOs. Like, there's some people who've been in the government that says there's a mothership in Saturn and it's sending its probes to us. Then there's other people that say the Greys are not good, but then there's good aliens and there's bad aliens, and
Okay, so we went from talking about global warming, now we're on aliens, what colors of aliens to avoid, they're coming to probe us. Did I take a hit of LSD?
and I don't know if we're gonna get invasion. I think they're monitoring us right now, but then you hear about all the technology that our government has, and it's absolutely insane. Like, we are bending physics, yo.
Yeah, yo. We are bending physics, yo. Alright? Get with it.
We are turning, like, and breaking the laws of physics. I don't know how this technology works. I know it, like, has something with electromagnetism. But it's like you can find, ooh, I know what I can do. We can review the UFO hearings from 2014, 2013?
Oh, that sounds riveting. Let's go over the UFO trials from 2014. Let's do that. That sounds like a great time. It must be really nice to have this much time on your hands to just read all of this nonsense and then come on here and act like you know what you read.
I think 2013. And we'll review them, me and Jason. That would be cool to do.
I would rather watch grass grow than watch you and Jason review anything. Anything, even UFO stuff.
That'd be really cool to do, you know? And you can hear what these people have to say for themselves. And they're very credited scientists, military personnel. Then there's the Senate hearings for the UFOs. That's really like, whoa. Like, stuff is going down in this world. I guess that's the whole point of why I made this video, is there's things going on in this world that are really weird and interesting and, let's just be honest, new. And I'm really enjoying watching what's going on in the world right now. I feel like I'm a watcher, a quiet watcher, because I really don't talk to anyone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I've been traumatized because of online bullying.
You've been traumatized. You have PTSD from online bullying, yet here you are, high as Hades, high as hell, and you don't think that people are going to react to that? How bad was it? How bullied were you if you're still here in this condition talking about God only knows what? Stop it.
You probably could see the lingers of it in my chat. I just be honest, I just ignore it because I just don't care.
Oh, you care. You care big time because you have Jason come on here and defend you and leave Shanny alone. Yeah, okay.
My happiness is way more important than listening to people who really don't know me. But I am, really, tell you the truth, having a great time watching all of this stuff goes down. Because, see, I have this thing.
You heard that. She is sincerely enjoying watching the world dissipate right in front of our eyes. Because what else does she have to do? But she's enjoying it. Because why? Why would you enjoy this? I'm confused.
Right here. This is my Bible. This is my Bible. You see it? Isn't it pretty? It's my Bible. I love it. You can tell that it's used too. Like,
not really. Not really.
But here's the thing. In the very last book of the Bible, which is the book of Revelation, you can see what's going on in the book of Revelation. Like, it's like we are so close, folks. So close. So that's one of the things I think we're going to be investigating here at the Shanny Dojo.
The Shanny Dojo? Are you going to be teaching martial arts? Please, spare us. We're not interested.
Listen, my students, I want you to know that it's going to be okay. I know a lot of things are going on right now, but it's just part of the human experience. And I'd rather go into things with my eyes wide open and just...
Your eyes wide open? Your eyes keep rolling into the back of your head because you're so inebriated. So, how open are they?
Just thinking, what's gonna happen? Because really, your life is a story being told, and you're interacting for that story to unfold.
So what's your story gonna be? You let your parents pass away with never making it okay with them. You've lost your children that God gave you. You shacked up with a third man that you now call your husband and you're only 40 years old. What's your life story? Sounds pretty pitiful to me.
And you are special in this world. Okay? You're the only person in this world experiencing what you're experiencing right now.
You don't say. You don't say. I'm the only one experiencing my own life? Oh my God. Shocking. Shocking news. Thank you, Shani. I didn't know.
You think about it, like you are a way how God experiences stuff. So like you should like...
You are the way that God experiences stuff. Good one. That's a good one. That's a good sentence you got out there, Shan. Pop a few more Gabbies or some Flexeril. I don't think that you're high enough right now.
Experience life with an open mind. Just realize that it's all an experience. It's all an adventure. It's all a story. You know, it's all a story.
It's all a story. Yeah, it's all a story, but guess what? We all have control over what goes on in our lives, what we are doing for our lives, for our families, and what we are not. We are in charge of how our lives progress. You just sit there and wait for things to happen or for people to take care of you, and it's a story. What does that even mean? It's a story. It's a story. No, you actually have control over your own life, believe it or not.
And you're a beautiful soul who was created by the Creator, and there's no need to be angry or frustrated. There's no need for that.
Who the fuck are you to question me about my life and my family? And I don't even know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck are you to question me and my integrity?
You were saying, Shannon, you know how many clips I have like that of you spitting vitriol hate at people? Plenty of them.
Useless emotions. Useless emotions, okay? Like, if someone does something really heinous toward you, right? You don't like what they're doing. They're really heinous. So... you realize that they're heinous. You have an opportunity to find joy with that experience of someone just being a plain jerk toward you. Like, you could just realize that if they're being reactive and angry, it's probably because they're dealing with something that they don't want to deal with. So instead of feeling that disappointment, they put a secondary emotion on, and that's anger. For the most part, anger is always a secondary emotion. You know, most of the time.
The reality and the truth is that anger stems from being hurt in one way or another. That's where anger comes from, because we were hurt by something.
What causes anger is disappointment, sadness, you know, not feeling you get what you think you deserve. Anger is a secondary emotion, you know? What's better for you and your mind, instead of getting angry, instead of having that secondary emotion, feel that sorrow, feel that sadness, and just realize your tears are like a flower being rained on.
Oh, okay, whale crier. I'll remind you of that next time you're not high off your ass on medication, that your tears are just watering a flower. That's all they're doing.
Alright, guys. You have a wonderful night. Peace and Maranatha. Be kind. Be nice. And just love.
And just say no to drugs, kids, because this is what your life will turn out to be if you do them.
Your life, because your life is precious. And you deserve love and understanding. It's true.
That's what you want. You want people to love you and understand you. But you are a nasty, vile woman, and that doesn't happen because of your past behavior. I'm not going to bore everyone with the same nonsense I say all the time, but this is ridiculous.
Hi, guys.
Hey, my lovies. So, I saw this video. I don't know how many of you have seen it before. I don't even know if I've seen it before, but holy hell, I don't think I've ever been that high in my life. That was wild. And a whole bunch of nonsense, because she doesn't mean a word of it. She's just, you know, inebriated out of her mind. But in looking for another video, I found another video that I'm going to post next. It's an older one where Shanny's really feeling herself. And that will be, I'll just make a second video on that one. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how ridiculous her behavior was in that video and how out of her mind she was, but yet doesn't understand why her life is the way it is. It's really simple. But she will never get it. And neither will Jason. It's the same old, same old. Nevertheless, funny though. I always have a good time watching them make fools out of themselves. But anyway, I'm going to start on my second video now. So look out for that. But I love you guys. Please hit the like on the way in or the way out if you liked it. And I will get back to every comment I haven't gotten back to. I apologize. I have not been well and got COVID. It's been a good time. But I will get back to every single one of you that commented. And enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And I will have your other video up soon. Love you all. Bye.
Shit, don't worry, just another day of the same old shit. Digging in my pockets, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Shit, but that don't mean that I fall for it.